welcome back to Chris's Tech Channel. Hope everyone's having a good day as always. In the spirit of trying to jam-pack information about such a big Apple event, I'll be not done the entire video. So make sure you have the subtitles on. I'm excited to be making videos again. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Apple's Fallout event that happened on September 9th. What a doozy that was. They announced new iPhone 14 lines, new Apple Watches, new AirPods Pros. I will do my best to try to keep it short and sweet as much as possible. First up, the iPhone 14. The iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Pro lines were announced, and one of the major features that jumped out at me was the new emergency SOS feature that uses satellite. How cool is that? You have to check out the website and see. I'll give you some pictures on the side as well. So, anyway, now obviously the major differences between the new lines is the number of cameras used by the phones. However, they all have upgraded and new powerful cameras. I mean, you know for sure that each new iPhone is going to be a jump in picture quality as well as other new hardware upgrades, which is one of the main reasons why I don't buy new upgrades every year. I wait about a year or two and then, justify to spending the money that much. So, because right now the iPhone I have and the Apple Watch I have is more than enough. So, now, the iPhone Pro and the iPhone 14, that's a mouthful, huh? Whew. Share the same screen size, the new crash detection feature, and the emergency SOS feature, as well as the new ceramic shield front, as well as the existing features such as FaceTime, 5G, water and dust resistance, MagSafe, HDR, True Tone display, white color display, haptic touch, smart HDR and for photos in night mode. The front camera with one difference which I'll explain in a bit. And of course, it's supported by the same cameras as the existing ones have today. Now, let's talk about the cameras really quick. The entire iPhone Pro line uses what's called the Pro camera system, which consists of a 48 megapixel camera for main camera and then 12 megapixels for the ultra wide camera and also 12 megapixels for the telephone camera. The iPhone 14 line uses what's called a dual 12 megapixel camera system, which is for just the main and ultra wide cameras. Another difference between the Pro and normal lines is that the Pro line has a new feature called Dynamic Island, which is insane. It sort of makes that notch go away, but not really. But what it does, it bubbles in size, showing music, sports scores, FaceTime notifications, and controls and other related app features. All with the thought of making sure that you're not interrupted with whatever you're doing on your iPhone, which is pretty cool. I would not be surprised if Apple takes that a step further next year. So we shall see what happens there. I also want to mention that all the new iPhones now support eSIM. So goodbye, SIM trays. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. So I'm sad that's gone. So which is pretty cool. All iPhones are also seeing a major improvement in power management and chips. Now, the iPhone 14 Pro line gets the A16 Bionic chip, whereas the regular line gets the A15 Bionic chip, and they're both powerful. So, they both have dual processor cores, so yeah, you're not going to see a drop in that, so which is good. One thing about the iPhone 14 Pro line, mouthful today, is that it is sporting a new feature that is copying from the Apple Watch Series 7. The has an always on display, and supposedly it does not cause the battery draining, which I tend to believe because of the fact that my 7 hardly ever gets long at the end of the day, even with the always on display, so, which is pretty cool. So that tells me that, you know, the battery for the iPhone 14 for both is always good. So it's amazing, right? Now, that's just to whet your curiosity about what happened in the Fallout event. So watch part 2 to see more about the Apple Watches and a little bit about the AirPod Pro. A little bit. So, yeah. See you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.